All right, y'all, we are back with you today to do a little tour of our banana collection. We have probably 30 or 35 different varieties of bananas, and they all just went through the cold snap that Central Florida got over the Christmas break. We're fortunate. Most of our county is actually 9B, and some of it got down below freezing, but where we are on a barrier island here, we're kind of in like a 10A zone, and all of our bananas survived, though some of them don't look great. So we'll show you, like I said, we probably have 30 something varieties. None of them have flowered recently. We're in the middle of winter right now, but we do have some with fruit on them. So we'll start with these. So I guess we'll start with this one and then make our way around the house. This one's, which one is this one?
That's the tall Namwah.
Yeah. And this one, in this spot, we've not had great luck with. We've had 2 die so far, and luckily...
2 or just 1?
Maybe just 1.
I think just the main one that we bought, there weren't many roots on it.
Gotcha.
So,
oh, and it was heavily pruned, too.
Yes.
But anyways, it shot up a pup for us, so here's the pup. This one will... This, like the name suggests, it's a tall Namwah, so it'll get to be, you know, probably 12 feet or so, maybe a little taller, but there's not much to look at right now. It's just a little banana plant, so... Move on to its next door neighbor here. I think this one's the Raja Puri, and this one has fruit on it. And it's had fruit on it for several months. I'm just gonna leave it. You guys can see they're not fully ripe yet. And
you're getting there though.
The plant looks fine. It looks like it'll survive for quite some time. The leaves are still green and everything. So we're just gonna leave that one.
This one had a great flower.
Did have yeah, it did. Holy cow. We're just gonna leave that one. We'll probably get these. I would say they got another month to go. That would just be my...
But all this yellow, the look to it, that was all from the cold.
Yeah, you guys can see this one.
And then after, you know, after the first storm, we lost, what, 7 banana trees with racks on them, so...
well, hold on. After hold on. After she's talking about the hurricanes we got this year.
Storm.
So yeah, we got 2 hurricanes this year. We got Hurricane Ian and Hurricane Nicole. And we did lose a lot of our fruit production to those storms.
To Ian, and then somebody suggested that we cut them all back to 2 to 3 leaves, which we did before Nicole hit us, and that really helped us. They were barely wiggling in that storm, and we didn't lose any.
Or it was just that we had already lost the weak ones from the other storm. But
well, we had
anyways,
some fruit.
But we do still have fruit on this one, so we're lucky about that. So. This little stand we have right here are Saba, or they're
tall Orinoco.
Tall Orinocos. Yeah.
These were what were here when we moved in.
So this is a quick fruiter. We get it'll go from pup to fruit in less than a year. This little stand right here has given us lots of racks of bananas, so it's a great one. We do have to prop this one because they get super tall. And
really
we get
heavy.
Yeah, and we get you know, some extra wind because we're here on the island, but still a great one.
When you get the fruit off of these, only 1 ripens at a time instead of like 8 or 9 ripening at a time. So this one's a really good one as far as like you can eat the bananas.
Yeah. All right, here's a super red. Just planted this one a couple months ago. You can see it got a little burned from the frost, not frost, but the cold weather. But it's still alive. I think at our house, my security cameras said it got down to 34. As far as I know, all bananas are cold hardy down to just above freezing. Once it freezes, most varieties are going to die. There are some cold hardy varieties that'll go below freezing, but...
And this is a plantain.
The super red?
Yeah.
Okay. Over here, I think we have 2 varieties here. We have this like blood banana here.
Which is ornamental.
Yeah, and it took a real beating from the cold, but you can see it's still alive, and it's putting out a new leaf right here, and it has a little pup next to it, so I'm not too worried about that. And we actually have this one planted in a couple locations, so we're okay here.
Yeah.
Same with this
one. This one probably won't amount to anything.
Probably not. It's a water sucker right there, but.
So this one right here shows, this is probably showing the most noticeable damage from the cold. This is the
Lakatan.
Lakatan, and we have these planted in other areas. so I'm not too worried about it. And you can see this one's putting off a new leaf too, so it'll survive. It would be any plant that was going to die from the cold would already be dead by now. They die like that. They die overnight. So
and they could have because we trimmed them back so heavily and for Nicole, the storm Nicole, maybe that's why they didn't have as much
right there for sure.
No, I just when they have the dead leaves around the edges, that protects them from the cold more.
All right, we got a couple varieties here. We had, this is the Rhino horn. We had this one fall over. I think this one actually had fruit on it, and it came down in one of the hurricanes.
It came down in the first storm.
But you guys can see, we got some nice pups here. This looks like a water sucker, but I think this one might do something for us.
Yeah.
Next to it, this is our apple banana, and you guys can see up here, we started to get fruit on this one. And then this one got whacked by 2 hurricanes, and we propped it twice, and it's
I don't think those.
No, we need to take this plant out. This whole big plant here's got to go, and you can see it's already shot up another nice one behind here that'll take its place. So really, I need to just yank this plant down and chop and drop it. We could just yank this down right now. Okay. Yeah, that is just a bad plant right there. Yeah. So I'll cut this up, I'll chop and drop it, I'll cut off all the leaves. I'm not going to put the leaves around the base with my chop and drop because I just find they tend to shed the water away from the base of the plant. So
and they take so long to disintegrate.
Yeah, they do. So, all right, I think this is the Dwarf Namwah right here. And I mean, this plant is going to put out a flower soon. That's not a flag leaf there. But we can't be more than 2 or 3 leaves away from fruit on this one.
This is a nice variety, though. It's dwarf, and it has a thick base.
Yeah, that's great. It's a great one.
You know, the ones like the apple's a skinny one. The Mysores are skinny.
Yeah, they are.
Just
and
fall
tall.
over, and you gotta prop them. So really, these dwarf ones, at least by the water where we get winds, are the best for us.
All right, guys. The trampoline's kind of messing with my flow here, but anyways, we have a couple bananas over here. I think this one is the Sweeteart right here. This is a delicious variety. We've gotten fruit off of this one. Not as fast to fruit as some of the other ones, but
it's a great one though. It's medium size.
Actually, I take that back. This one's been a pretty fast fruiter.
Yeah, medium size. It has a nice thick, straight stalk.
Yeah.
It's great.
All right, let's go back around the trampoline over here. We have a whole patch of Lakatans over here. And really, I probably should move these. The reason why we had that other Lakatan over there was because we get a lot of wind off the river there. And this corner right here, where we have these bananas planted, just keep getting, they just keep getting whacked. So we'll probably have to move these Lakatans to another location. I think this is a different variety in here.
This is the Dwarf Iholine.
Yeah.
This one has been real slow.
Yeah, super slow. Super duper slow. Nothing to see here, really. I mean, we've had this one in the ground for 2 years now, and nothing.
Maybe 3.
Maybe, yeah. All right, I think we have another one that has fruit on it right over here. Oh, definitely. In fact, this is probably the one that we're going to be able to harvest the soonest right here.
Oh, it's mislabeled, though.
Yeah, this one was labeled as a... We bought it as a Dwarf Red, and we're not seeing any characteristics of a Dwarf Red.
Unless the nutrition or something wasn't right.
Yeah. But it still has a real nice looking bunch of bananas on it.
Oh, for sure.
So
almost looks like a Dwarf Brazilian.
I'll be another month away on these, but yeah, it does kind of. But we have a Dwarf Brazilian.
And that one over there is the Goldfinger.
Yeah, hold on. Let's climb in here. You guys can see along this is a hedge of areca palms. But I've popped in some tall Orinocos along it there. Let's see. Which one is this one in here?
That's the Goldfinger.
No fruit yet on that one?
No, that one's relatively new.
It is, yeah. Oh, here's a nice set of fruit right here.
What's this one? This one is the Raja something. I got a
label. You have a label on it?
Somewhere. Not Raja Puri, I don't know.
It's a mystery banana right now.
I don't remember.
I tell you what, y'all, we've done banana tours in the past. I'll put a link to one of them somewhere because I know that we've named this one before. We've gotten fruit off of this one once. That's it.
Pisang Raha.
Pisang Raha. Okay.
Pisang Raha.
All right. This one is the
Dwarf Brazilian.
Yeah, this is a Dwarf Brazilian. This is one of my favorites
This
right
is
here.
probably our best rack we got going on right now.
Yes, but just in general, this little stand right here has given us fruit 3 times in the past year and a half.
It's a good spot.
It's a great kind of medium. You guys can see it's kind of a medium-sized plant, but with a beefy stalk.
It's got its own sprinkler. Look.
It does, yeah. I planted it real close to my sprinkler head here. Actually, I think I planted it further back, and then this pup shot out here.
Yeah.
I'll probably be having to fix that sprinkler head when we're done here. But this one does have some nice fruit on it.
Yeah.
Stoked about that.
Yeah.
So, like I said, these are all tall Orinocos. We have one of these blood bananas right here. This one looks better than the one we showed you guys earlier.
It's a pretty protected spot.
It is, and the house holds the heat and stuff too. So.
Yeah.
All right, and then we're coming up into our main little garden area, our main banana collection area here. I think this one back here, this is the Kokopo right here. And I definitely have had 2 or 3 of these die, and it keeps shooting up another one. So we're lucky about that. I don't think these bananas like our mulch,
No.
our cypress mulch very much. So
They
we probably
definitely
should
don't.
clear the mulch away from the
need
base
to.
of this one. Probably most of these, but that's a Kokopo. These are this is the blue Java right here. I think we have blue Java in another area. We haven't gotten
Yeah.
bananas off these
Yeah,
yet.
we bought this one about this height, maybe littler,
Yeah.
maybe that height, but it hasn't.
Yeah.
You know, we've moved it so big.
All right, she's coming up on the
The Grand Nain,
yeah, the Grand Nain.
which is
Fruits are kinda small
apparently
right
the
now,
grocery
but-
stores, bananas,
Yeah.
but they don't really look like the
Yeah.
grocery store bananas. So maybe
I
that
think
one
the
was
next set of
mislabeled.
fruit we'll get. This one came from a credible source. I think maybe the next.
Yeah, and look at how great these spear suckers.
Yeah,
all
I think
look
maybe the
coming
next
up.
plant we get will give us a better
Yeah.
set of fruit than this. But
Usually our first one that we plant doesn't
yeah.
really produce great for us.
All right, this all 3 or 4 of these here are Mysore bananas, and these are, like she said earlier, they get tall and skinny, but they do fruit real quick. From pup to fruit in less than a year. So we don't have any fruit on them right now because we lost our fruit in the hurricanes.
And you can eat like 10 of them.
Yeah, because they're
so
finger
tiny.
size.
Yeah.
This is a blue Java right here. We have some fruit on it up here. Some people, they're also called ice cream bananas. And that one's probably a month away, just like all the other ones.
This one's probably my favorite.
Yeah, the praying hands.
Praying hands. It's
I mean-
just the most interesting, most unique.
But it's huge.
Most of all the other bananas.
That's 15 feet tall right there. Look at that. I mean, stand next to that. That's almost as big around as she is. I mean, it's huge. That's a huge plant
Yeah.
right there.
They're
I mean, look
sturdy.
at that spear sucker coming out right there.
Yeah. They're sturdy, they don't fall, they don't have to be propped, and they have a really cool banana, so I like these.
All right, this is the Mona Lisa right here. This is probably my favorite.
This is our most productive.
It is, and they're real good. Another medium-sized banana fruit, and it's a medium-sized banana plant, and I just love it.
Yeah,
so
it's just a great eating banana.
yeah, I love it.
We like the eating bananas more than cooking bananas,
Yeah.
I think.
Right here, hold on, right here behind her is this little dwarf.
Mahoi, double Mahoi.
Yeah, dwarf double Mahoi, and I mean we've had this one in the ground for 3 years, and we still have yet to get fruit on it. I actually moved it once. It was back in this corner.
Yeah,
Wasn't
it's a
doing
bad
great, so we
place.
moved it up here, and it seems to be doing great now, but still no fruit.
Yeah.
So
I think it's just a very dwarf variety.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm not sure how many bananas. We'll get
Yeah.
like 5 bananas.
well, at least we have it in the collection.
Yeah, for sure. And then these are our dwarf Cavendish.
Yeah, dwarf
These are-
Cavendish. This is the one you're gonna get.
Fantastic.
Yeah, this is the one you're gonna get at your big box, nursery center. But still, it's a good variety. Nice, medium to small size plant. Quick to fruit. So I recommend it. It's
And
a
it's
good
a
one.
small banana.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Here's another good one right here. This is our dwarf
Dwarf Orinoco.
Orinoco.
This is more of a plantain or a cooking banana. This is just like our tall Orinocos, almost
Yeah.
identically. They ripen, the bananas ripen the same, like one at a time. Like this is the Orinocos are the only ones that ripen like that. So That's what I like the best about it. You don't have to rush to eat 20 bananas.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, I like this one. You guys can see it's falling over my path here, but I kind of like having to move the bananas aside as I walk around. I'm in my own little jungle here.
And if it's raining.
Yeah, you can just stand under a leaf.
Yeah.
It really does work.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes, sure, the neighbors think I'm a kook. Sometimes I come out here and stand under my banana plants in the rain, watch the garden. Probably not the only thing they think I'm a kook for. All right, we got a couple more. Let's see, we have a couple more over here.
We got some in pots. Let's show them.
Oh, we do have, yes. So
We got a couple we haven't put out in the garden
yeah,
yet.
so this is the truly tiny. This one's been in a pot for like maybe 2 years now, or a year.
A year.
And there it is, truly tiny. Need to plant it. And then we have this pathetic little Hua Moa. Look, it's putting off a new leaf.
Oh, good.
So this Hua Moa we've had for easily 2 or 3 years. We've had it in the ground in 2 or 3 different places. It's failed everywhere.
We had 2 of them.
We had
now
2
we
of
just
them.
Have one.
Now we just have one. So I finally put it in a pot.
Though.
Yeah, I finally put it in a pot in our little nursery section here to hopefully nurse it back to life, because we would hate to
don't wanna
lose
lose
one of
it.
our varieties. So
Yeah.
all right. And then over here, let's see, let's go do this one real quick. This one, not much to look at, but
Which one's this one? The
this
Kandarian?
is, I don't know, hold on guys, I wrote it down. Yeah, this is the Kandarian. So this is a giant, will be a giant plant one day. It's teeny right now, but
It's not very old though.
no, it's not. It's doing good, looks
Yeah,
good.
definitely.
And it has plenty of room to grow up here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, they grow pretty well in the shade. Maybe a little slower, but
There's another tall Orinoco. This one looks terrible.
We
It's looked
planted
like
it.
it's looked like
Yeah,
that since we
since
bought the
we-
house.
yeah.
I mean, now I've also hit it with my mower several times. and
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's see. I know we have 3 varieties up here. We have,
The 1,000 fingers.
yeah, I would say this one's probably the newest one to our collection.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
it might be.
Yeah, so here's the 1,000 fingers right here.
That one's exciting.
We just planted it, so
It doesn't look like it'll hold 1,000 fingers right now.
it doesn't. But
It's awfully skinny and puny,
Yeah.
but hopefully. I think what we need to do to all the bananas is move
yeah,
this
move
mulch
the mulch.
away
Move the mulch.
and put more material around them
Yeah.
because they're kind of slowing down.
So here we have some cool varieties. We have the Thai Black right here. You guys can see. You can guess why it's called the Thai Black. And
Yeah.
this is also one of the only seeded varieties of bananas left. So,
Yeah, well, this will be interesting to see.
super cool.
I think apparently you're supposed to self-pollinate it. I don't know.
Gotcha.
So we might have to figure something out with that.
And then next to it is the Saba. So this is another giant variety of banana right
This one
here.
looks happy though.
It does.
They both do.
It does, and you guys can see again. We planted this one because it's going to be so big. We planted it so it has, space to grow up here. So stoked about that one. Neither of those have shot off pups yet. We've had them in the ground for over a year.
Might be because of the mulch, might be because of the coconuts too.
Yeah.
I think the coconuts kind of take away a little bit of nutrition as well.
Yeah. All right, we're coming to an end here. We have let's see.
We got
This I had to write this one
here.
down too.
This is the
The Veinte.
Veinte Cohol.
Yeah, right here. So this one got whacked by the hurricanes twice, and I finally propped it, and it's doing great now.
Yeah, that's
this
good.
one was literally laying on the ground, and usually when that happens, I just let them die. But because this is the only one we have of this one, I couldn't do that. So I've been babying it for 2 or 3 months now, and it's looking great. I think I can probably take this stake off of it now.
We've had bananas fall over though that we just like neglected or whatever and never did anything by it, and then a banana shoots through the trunk.
Yes, in fact, come here. I'll show everybody. I have one. I think. Oh, these are
These are more Mysores.
more Mysores. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have one. This happened to us. This has happened to us twice, and I just noticed it again. It's pretty cool how these bananas are growing. These are probably water suckers we're about to show you, but. And if you're unfamiliar with these terms, a water sucker, the water suckers we've showed you they kind of look like little mini banana plants, and they're just never going to do anything, versus a spear sucker like this right here. That's going to turn into a big banana plant.
And if you have a lot of water suckers, it's usually a sign of malnutrition.
So, and anyways, I think these ones we're about to show you are water suckers, but still, they're really cool the way they shot out of this plant. Right here, let's see, where is it? Yeah, right here. You can see, guys, I chop and dropped one of these plants and just dropped it right here, and they're just shooting right out of the base of that. Oh, I see. These are actually coming out of the base. We've had them come out of like the side of the plant before.
We had one that we threw down by the river into a pile of debris, and a banana shot out of it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So, I think that's...
want to live.
Yeah, they're tough plants. I think that's it, though. I think that rounds out the collection. Like I said, we got lucky because we're on a barrier island. I know that a lot of our county got down below zero over the Christmas holidays, but as far as I can tell, we got to about 34 or 36 degrees. And we owe that, almost entirely to the fact that we have this large body of water right here, and then we have the ocean, not 2 houses in that direction. So we're just lucky.
Or 2 blocks.
They're 2 blocks, yeah. So anyways, y'all, if you have any questions or comments about any of the banana plants we showed you here today, just post down below. Till next time, everybody out there, take care.
Bye.